Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Malik Willis and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Again, Willis to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the count. So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big third down play coming up for this defense. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action, Willis. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First and 10, Willis. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. The Seahawks at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Willis. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on second down, Willis. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They get it to Eskridge here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Third down, it's Willis. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because you...
Let's jump back into the action with this defense up against a 1st and 10 at the 11. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Jackson going to run, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Jackson going to run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And that's incomplete. So time growing short here in this first half as they try to get some momentum heading into the lockers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Adafe Ole showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
On 1st down, Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. Back to throw, Willis. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This defense is going to have to be stout here. 4th down, but the offense only needs 1 yard to pick up the 1st. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the... Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now Willis steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Willis. Dancing to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Willis. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Willis to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Willis, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore's offense. So this offense with a football in a pressure spot here. Overtime of this contest. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Willis with a first throw in overtime. He'll find Metcalf. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 88 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry.